Hey guys, it's Vito Vila Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. Now this is going to be a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of July. Now these messages may not resonate with every Libra out there, so please just take what resonates with you and leave out the rest. All right, Libra, let's see what we have for you this month. You know, Libra, you're getting tired of dealing with things that don't make sense anymore. Okay, because ever since something changed, nothing has really felt normal again. Okay, maybe this is a relationship, a friendship, family, work, but whatever it is, you know it's not the same anymore. Okay, this could be with somebody with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, or Taurus energy, or they could have initials like M, J, S, T, or C. Okay, this is somebody who's stubborn, avoids difficult conversations, and would rather pretend there's no problem than actually deal with it directly. You've been trying to tell yourself that it'll eventually work itself out, but there's still so many questions that you don't have answers to. Okay? And that's what's getting on your nerves. Right? You know something feels off, but nobody's saying what the actual problem is. So now you're trying to figure this out by yourself and you're getting tired of it. I mean, how many times can you sit there trying to read between the lines before you finally say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not playing this game anymore. Because not for nothing, but you've been dealing with this a lot longer than you should have. Okay. And this is all because you didn't like the way something turned out. Maybe it didn't go the way you expected, or maybe somebody let you down. Maybe you put a lot of time and effort into something and you didn't get the outcome that you thought you were going to get. Okay. But either way, you've been thinking about what happened for so long that you're having a hard time really letting it go. This isn't something that just happened yesterday. Okay. Because in April, you were questioning if this was even worth your time anymore, right? You were patiently waiting and you kept giving it another chance, hoping things would get better. But after a while, you started noticing that you were putting in a lot more effort than they were. Okay. And that's when you started getting fed up, because eventually you get to a point where you're not even angry anymore. Okay. You're just tired of dealing with the same shit over and over again. Okay. And what's crazy is that something's wrong. Okay. But nobody wants to talk about it. So this person just keeps avoiding it, acting like it's not a big deal, and then wondering why nothing gets better. Meanwhile, you're like, hello, are we going to fix this or what? Because the way things are now isn't working. All right. But the good news is things aren't going to stay like this forever. Okay. By the middle of July, like around the 12th to about the 24th, you're just like, you know what? It is what it is. In fact, you couldn't care less what this person is doing, because you're focused on your own thing and what you got to do. Okay. You got to start thinking about what you want and less about what everybody else wants. And if this isn't something that you want to keep dealing with, then they don't belong in your life anymore. Because for a while, you've been waiting for this person to figure things out. Okay. But now you're starting to realize you don't need to wait around for them. Okay. Your job is deciding what you're willing to put up with and what you're not. And once you do that, you're going to feel so much better. Okay. There's not going to be any more waiting around for people, and you're not going to feel responsible for fixing everyone else's problems. And that's going to feel like such a relief. You have no idea. Okay. But meanwhile, this person isn't doing as good as you think. All right. I'm picking up like water or earth energies. So some of you could be dealing with either Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And for others of you, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Or they could have initials like M, J, S, T, or C, or R. This person can be very hard-headed, keeps things bottled up, and, doesn't like admitting when they're wrong. Okay. They act like this doesn't bother them, but that's not true. Okay. They try to stay busy and keep themselves distracted just so they don't have to think about it. Okay. But that doesn't make the problem go away. And not for nothing, but that's for them to figure out. Listen, part of you still hopes things are going to get better, right? But even if it did, is it really going to change anything? It's not like you haven't seen this before. Okay. You've been through this so many times. Why would you even think this time would be different? It's not even worth getting confused over. Some things just never change because some people don't know how to handle certain situations or certain problems correctly. But by the end of the month, around the 20th to about the 31st, you're done trying to get answers from this person, because it's not like they're telling you anything anyway. Listen, things don't make sense because they're making it that way on purpose. Okay. And honestly, that's exactly why you're done. Okay. And the less that you worry about them, the easier it is to focus on you. And that's all that matters. All right, guys. That's what I have for you today. If you're enjoying my readings, you can follow me or subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you'd like to book a session, just head over to my website, veloenergyhealing.com, or you could just message me directly. Until next time, thanks for watching. Sending you love and light.